Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for waiting. We are still waiting on our guest. However, we're going to go ahead and get the meeting started. Don't want to keep you waiting. Want to be very respectful of everyone's time today. So this would be a great time to, well, first and foremost, welcome to the Chatham Business Association's monthly membership meeting. I'm Gwen Shaw, and I'm one of the board of directors, secretary, for those of you that don't know me. We always begin our meeting with a moment of silence. I know it's quiet now, but there's always something to be grateful for. And at least I believe there's always something to be grateful for. There's always an appropriate time to just take a moment, take a deep breath.
I email you. Let me make sure I can.
Mute yourself, Thai. Thank you. Can you give me, thank you. So as I was saying, just take a little time right now. We're just gonna do a quick moment of silence. Pray for those that are on their way to work, that they get there safely, and thank for those that have arrived safely. All righty. Again, I'm Gwen Shaw, and I just want to say good morning to everyone. Real quickly, we're just going to go around the virtual room, introduce ourselves, let us know if you are a Chatham Business Association member. If you're not, we definitely are still accepting memberships, always accepting memberships, right, Carletta? Let us know who you are, name of your business or your entity or your organization. I am going to start at the top with the most beautiful lady in the world, Miss Sandy Yano. You're on mute.
Too early. Okay. My name is Sandy Yano. My company is Sandy Yano and Associates. I do diversity and type consulting, diversity and inclusion. I've been involved in one form or another with the Chatham Business Association for over 30 years. It's a great organization. Glad to be in attendance today. And just a reminder, Colette Holt and I are still working on all these disparity studies, and we've got the tollway coming up in March for both the goods and services and for construction. And it's through us that we make recommendations to agencies on how to update and improve their MBE, WBE programs. So if you see something from the tollway regarding disparity studies, please participate. This is your chance to talk to the agency through us. That's my commercial, and I will sign off for a moment.
It's a great commercial, Sandy. Thank you. Appreciate you for joining us always. Ted, good morning.
Great morning, everybody. My name is Ted Hollander. I'm a CPA. I'm a member of 95th Street Business Association, one of your neighbors, and ACES Business Network Affair. My business is Complus Incorporated. We are professional controllers. We lead accounting departments for small to medium-sized companies. We look for them when the business is too big for the owner to run with just a checkbook and too small to hire a full-time chief financial officer. The real job is to enable a business owner to understand the business so he or she can run it without feeling blindfolded. And you always pay for good accounting, one way or another.
Thank you, Ted. You definitely have the best elevator speech I've ever heard. Appreciate you. He's always concise with it. We should learn from that. If you could do me one favor, some housekeeping, if you could mute yourselves until I call on you, please. I keep hearing feedback, and I know it's the speakers on your laptops. Thank you so much. I am going to go to Ms. Beatty.
Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy 2022. My name is Marianne Beatty. I'm with the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. My industry lead is hospitality and tourism, and I'm glad to be here with one of our leaders and presenter, Patrick Holmes. Everybody, you look good. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Hey, Carlotta. And I wish all of you a very successful 2022, and please use our resources. Thank you.
I love your voice. It's so smooth R&B, WNUA, all that stuff.
And I
Thank you, Miss Beatty.
and I can't sing a lick.
It's okay. It's okay. You have that radio voice. It sounds amazing. Mr. Jackson, unmute yourself, sir.
I've just done so. Thank you very much. Nice meeting you, Gwendolyn.
Nice meeting
I
you
am
too.
Emmanuel Jackson from Evanston Technology Partners. We are a cybersecurity and cloud infrastructure services company.
Welcome.
But we're not located in Evanston. We are in the city of Chicago.
Okay. I love your artwork too. Very nice background.
Thank you.
Miss Franja Brown, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gwen. Yes, my name is Franja Brown. I am the Business Development Officer at Self-Help Federal Credit Union. We're located at 645 East 87th Street, and we are a CBA member, proud CBA member, must I add. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna come back to Thai. She seems to be in a deep conversation. I can't see you, but I see your name, Mr. Benford, Andre Benford. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone. Andre Benford. I am the owner of Benford Protection Group. It's a small armed and unarmed security. We are located in the city of Chicago, and we have been in business for about 5 years. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Miss
Thanks
Madison.
for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Frida. Frida Madison. Are you there, Frida? We can come back to you. Okay. Mr. Carthan? Chase?
Good morning, all. Chase Carthan, Diversity Officer, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. The CBA is a assist agency of ours. As always, I enjoy attending these membership meetings and sharing opportunities that we have available at the district.
Always good to see you or hear you, Chase. Okay, so are you ready, Frida? Maybe she just stepped away. I have some people on the phone if you wanted to introduce yourself. Phone number ending in 034. Or phone number ending in 158. Going once, going twice. Miss Towns, are you ready? Are you still talking? Did you want to
Hi, I'm
introduce yourself?
sorry.
That's okay. She's got a new role, so she's a very busy lady.
Hi, I'm Thyterian Towns. I am a Deputy Commissioner for the Department of Aviation. I'm here, so y'all can see who I'm talking to. Just stop and say hello, everyone. He just said Melinda Kelly's name. I said, I'm in her meeting right now.
Oh, Melinda.
He loves Melinda. He loves Chatham Business Association. But we are, he's a part of our CCA, Connect Chicago Alliance, and they are our partner with Chicago Department of Aviation, getting data and information out. So all our beautiful, wonderful slides that you see it from there. So I will conclude with him, and I will be 100% focused with you. Hi, Melinda.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Fields. You can introduce yourself. I hear somebody breathing too. Mute yourself if you're not speaking. Miss Fields, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi there. Good morning. I'm Lissetti Fields. I'm the HR Director with SCR Medical Transportation. I'm located here, of course, in the Chatham area on 88 and Greenwood. So this is my first meeting, so I'm looking forward to learning more and meeting many of you on the call.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. Now, we have a pretty good speaker for you today, and look around and get to know some of the people here. Hopefully you'll come back next month and join us. Maurice? Thank you, Ms. Fields. Maurice Johnson? Are you there, Maurice?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Maurice Johnson. I'm a Chatham resident. I am the owner of a company called Untitled Computer Systems. I resell computer products, Dell, Lenovo, HP, Samsung, LG, you name it, I sell it, and also services.
Thank you, Maurice.
All right.
Okay, I am going to go to our board. Mr. Foster or Carl, whichever one. Go ahead. Go ahead, Carl.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Carl Riley, Fifth Third Bank. As you can see, I'm trying to head out the house to get to work. What I'm doing a lot of small business association loans, commercial real estate, owner occupied. That's what I do very well. We are doing 100% financing for businesses as long as they've been in their space, or as long as they've been in business 2 years and they want to buy their building. It has to be at least 51% owner occupied. So you can catch me at 79th and Stony. You can catch me at 1420 East 53rd Street, usually at the branches I'm at, or I'll leave my information in the chat and we can talk about what you're trying to accomplish. Talk to you soon.
Get to work. All righty. Corey, are you still there?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Gwen. This is Corey Foster with ComEd. I serve as the External Affairs Manager for the Chicago region, as well as supporter of CBA. We actually have launched our Community Energy Assistance Ambassador program last year and rolled it out again this year with the assistance of CBA. We also are offering a number of energy efficiency initiatives for small businesses as well as commercial and industrial organizations as well. So we invite you to take advantage of our services as always, and glad to be here this morning. Thanks, Gwen and Carletta.
Thank you so much, Corey. Okay, all right.
Good morning, Carletta. My sincere apologies for being late, everyone.
Perfect timing, Patrick. Perfect timing.
You ever have one of those days, everyone, where you feel like the universe is just lining up against you? Today is one of those days where I don't come to the office that often. I went to the restroom and left my swipe card in my office. So I had to wait for somebody to come back in, didn't have my phone or anything. So my sincere apologies, everyone, for being late.
Oh, no.
Carlotta knew we had your back. You got a partnership person right here. We got your back, boss.
Marion.
Yes, thank you. Hi.
Hello. I've known that voice anywhere. Thank you, everybody.
I'm good friends with CBA.
We were really, when I tell you, you really, that's perfect timing. I'm sorry you went through all that this morning. Hi, Patrick, I'm Gwen. Sorry you went through all that, but really your timing is perfect. We just finished introductions. I did want to introduce the staff real quickly before. Don't want to overlook them. And then I'm going to do the minutes real quick and then introduce you. How about that?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hi, Gwen. This is Frida. Before we go to the staff, I somehow couldn't unmute.
Oh, hey, Frida.
Hi. So I'm Frida Madison. Hello to everyone. My husband is Kevin, and we're owners of Madison Enterprises Incorporated. We're rehab development, property manager, and real estate investment. And we're members. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Frida. And for those of you, again, my name is Gwen Shaw. I am not only a executive board member with the Chatham Business Association for the last, 9 years, but I've been a business owner in the Chatham area for, this year will be my 13th year of Country Financial. I'm the first and the only Black female to be an agency owner in Illinois, and proud to say the business is going great. Just want to remind you business owners to protect your data. If you are collecting customer information, make sure that your system is protected. Make sure that you have some type of data breach, not only software, but also insurance in the event that you do have some type of breach. And that is one area that I could definitely help my clients with. I want to introduce the staff. we couldn't do this without CBA staff. So I just want to make sure to acknowledge them. I'm going to start with the beautiful Jennifer Atkins.
Unmute myself. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy New Year, Interim Executive Director. We are here to assist you. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have an open calendar, but every day, if you need to talk about your business and where you want to go, we're here for you. So give us a call or an email. We'll put it in the chat. Okay, welcome.
Thank you, Jennifer. And she doesn't need introduction, but go ahead, Carletta. Tell them who you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm Carletta Kelly, Assistant Executive Director for CBA, and CBA is service provider for Special Service Area SSA number 151. I'm Program Manager for that. And I love seeing your happy faces every month. Thank you so much for being here.
We love seeing your face, Carletta. Cynthia, introduce yourself. I know we can't see you, but they can hear you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm Cynthia Love from CBA, and I'm actually in the real estate division of CBA. It's a new founded division, and what I do is I help businesses to find property to house their businesses, or I assist if they have real estate questions or issues that they need to have assistance for resolution. So I'm happy to be here. I'll put my information in the chat as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. Last but not least, before I go to the minutes, I saw one person join us. I don't want to overlook you, Ms. Frazier. Did you want to introduce yourself, Carolyn?
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Sorry that I'm a little bit late, but I wanted to pop in today. I'm very much interested in the topic. I've visited a couple of times. I own and operate the PR Shop. We're an integrated marketing communication firm specializing in PR, social media, and small business marketing consulting. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you so much for including me.
Thank you. Such a beautiful face.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go back off camera, though.
Okay. Okay, so we'll thank you, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to introduce yourself. We're going to quickly do my job. Thank you. Oh, Charles, I'm sorry. Charles, I forgot. Charles is in the background. He's making sure everything runs. Charles, you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone. Charles Elwoods, IT Program Manager for the Chatham Business Association. Help with social media, marketing, and websites.
Miss Beverly, say hello.
Hi, guys. It's Beverly. I'm the administrative assistant over here at Chatham. Also assist with GATA training, certifications, business consultations, you name it, give us a call.
Okay. Carletta, can you do the minutes? I think I got a problem with my office. Can you do that for me?
Charles, can you pull up the December 2021 minutes first on the screen? And if everybody could peruse them, specifically board and members, peruse the minutes, and I will wait for a motion to approve these minutes to go into record. Charles, can you have both pages up at the same time?
Okay, it wasn't an emergency. So we can go ahead and review the minutes. If you are a member, we're going to take a quick review of the minutes. And if there are any corrections, if there are no corrections, then I need someone to put forth a motion to accept the minutes as read and someone to second that motion.
I move to accept the minutes as read. This is Carl.
I move the second. This is Corey.
All righty. The minutes for December have been moved and properly seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Okay, then they have been accepted as read. Yes? Any
Charles,
questions?
pull up the January ones.
Okay, so we have the January's minutes, pretty long.
I move to accept the minutes, January 2022, as read.
And I second. This is Corey.
Okay. It's been moved and properly second. Hopefully everyone is still with us. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. No oppositions? Let's keep it moving. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking care of the little small things that we have to take care of. I want to bring to you our guest for today. We want to thank him for being a part of our meeting. I know he's going to bring in lots of nuggets for us to chew on. I bring to you today Mr. Patrick Combs. He is the Chief Program Officer for the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Mr. Combs is responsible for delivering high-quality programs to job seekers and businesses across Cook County. Currently, with a portfolio of 29 programs that include all WIOA programs, the COVID Response Corps, community innovations programs, and business engagement. His prior experience includes serving as the executive director of the Nashville Career Advancement Center and director of operations of New York City Department of Small Business Services Workforce Division. Patrick has a JD from Fordham University and a BS in Finance and International Business from the University of Maryland. Patrick, thank you, and you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. Oh, and Charles, thank you for sharing the slide deck we put together. So yeah, it is really my pleasure to be here. And actually, I am somewhat pinch hitting. So CBA reached out to my boss, Karen Norrington Reeves, who is the CEO of the partnership a few months back, and we were able to get it scheduled now. But many of you might know Karen. She is a Chatham native or Chatham resident. And Karen is on a leave of absence from the partnership at the moment because she is running for Congress. She had some conversations with Congressman Rush as he was deciding to retire, and he asked if she could kind of run in his stead. And you know, you don't turn down a man like Bobby Rush. So Karen is out there on her new journey, and we are, you know, very proud of her and supportive of her. But so she is on a leave of absence. So in that leave, I'm co-acting CEO with our general counsel, Alona Sheffy-Rawlings. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. We call ourselves the partnership, about what we do and how we do it, and a little bit about how we can kind of serve the Chatham, you know, the businesses and the residents of Chatham. Next slide, please. So we operate the local workforce development system. And for those people out there that they've heard the term workforce development, might not be totally sure what it is. And thank you, Marion. So my partner in crime, Marion Beatty, is here. Marion is one of our amazing business service representatives, and I'll kind of get into her team a little bit later. But Marion is the best person you all could know, and she could really help your businesses. But I'll get into that in a little bit. So workforce development is really where economic development and community development meet. So we have two goals, or we serve two customers, job seekers and businesses. So we really try to start from a demand-driven perspective of what do businesses need and how can we support them? And from there, we help kind of source and create the talent pipelines to make sure businesses have what they need to grow and excel. And we take this from we use an equity lens and really take a community-based focus of how can we build wealth and bring wealth into communities and have it stay there, not just for job seekers, but for businesses as well. So we are kind of one of the few big nonprofits in the area that operate across the city and the county. So we operate the federal workforce system, which is a federal designation that comes from Mayor Lightfoot and President Preckwinkle. So we have 91 delegate agencies that we fund throughout the county through 100 different more than 100 locations, where we touch about 140,000 people a year and 1,000 businesses a year. So we're big. We try to be able to be accessible to everyone. We're not always, but that's, our biggest goal is to make sure that the people and the businesses that need our services are able to reach our services. But we focus a lot of our services on the south sides and the west sides, both in the city and the county, where there's a much greater need. And then obviously partner with all businesses throughout the city and the county, no matter where people live, to get those talent pipelines to meet up with businesses. And again, I mentioned we're not for profit, so we consider ourselves quasi-governmental. So we're a little government. We are sister agencies to the city and the county, but we are an independent nonprofit that allows us to not only leverage our federal funds, but also get private philanthropic dollars as well. Next slide, please. So this is our vision. Many people, you might have seen this kind of tree before with the people standing on boxes, but it's really in a visual representation of equity and meeting people where they're at and making sure people have the resources they need to gain that economic mobility and stability. So every family in Chicago and Cook County has access to the kind of career development supports they need to achieve a brighter future for their families and their communities. We want to achieve economic mobility, economic stability, and really get to a point where we're helping families and businesses build wealth. If we're not getting to there, then we're not reaching our goals. So family economic mobility, community stability, equity, racial, gender, and digital equity became a big plank of ours during the pandemic when we saw the results of everyone having to switch to this virtual environment, children having to switch to virtual schools, and how the impact it had for people that did not have access to broadband or people that did not have access to computers. And then, of course, collaboration. Partnership is in the name. That is who we are. That is what we do. We cannot do this alone. We try to let the community lead and we follow with support, but we can only get to where we're trying to get to and achieve the impact we're trying to make if we collaborate, especially with community, with organizations like CBA. Next slide, please. So this is kind of our overarching strategy at the moment, a regional employment and engagement strategy that's really rooted in community, where we are trying to use our nonprofit structure to catalyze the government investments coming down. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But the American Rescue Plan Act is infusing the community, not just Chicago and Cook County, but communities across the country with funding levels that we've never seen before. Chicago got about $2 billion. The county got another $1 billion that they have to spend over the next 5 years on whatever they think that they need to help support the city and the county recover from the pandemic. So it's pretty flexible funding, and a lot of it is going towards workforce development, economic development, community development. It's all pretty exciting. So we're trying to take a community-based and regional kind of perspective on saying, how can we catalyze that? How can we coordinate all of these resources and investments to really make systemic change in communities? So many communities, Chatham included, have been disinvested intentionally for generations. They've been neglected due to many issues, including systemic racism. So how can we as an organization make intentional investments in communities, and how can we intentionally try to build wealth for the businesses and the job seekers in these areas? So we're going to mobilize the region's family serving infrastructure. We also realized during the pandemic that we really need to be focused on family. A lot of our funding is either focused on adults or youth, but we've seen that that doesn't necessarily move the needle for people and further impact. So if a young person gets a job, but both those parents are unemployed, well, that money kind of goes in the family pot. In the same way, if parents are employed, but they're working 3 jobs, they can't be there for that young person. So really taking a whole family approach. Coordinating, the opportunities coming through the American Rescue Plan, or ARPA is what everybody calls it, to produce community stability and position young people and their families with the resources they need for economic mobility and success. again, focusing on a whole family and not just the individual to really try to move some of these families from kind of intergenerational poverty into intergenerational wealth. Next slide, please. So the Cook County labor market. So, we focus our services on the city and the county, but when we talk about the labor market, we talk about the county. Because as business owners, you don't really care where somebody lives as long as they can get to their job and do their job effectively. So when we think about the labor market, we think about it from a county-wide perspective. Because again, businesses source from throughout the county. And as I'm sure all of you know right now, it is a very tough labor market. It is very difficult finding the talent that you need to match the positions that you have. And that's, it's being felt across the board. And again, it's a very strange labor market in the sense that rarely have we ever had a time when there's been so many people that are out of work. We still have 5 million less people working now than we did before the pandemic started. But at the same time, we have businesses that can't find people. Usually those things work themselves out, but right now they're not. And so that's something we're really digging into. So we focus on the high growth industries in town. So this shouldn't be a surprise to people in this group, but business and professional services are huge in a city like Chicago, a big economic hub. Construction and the skilled trades, those have not slowed down due to the pandemic. Healthcare is only ramped up due to the pandemic, and there was a nursing shortage pre-pandemic, and now with the burnout being faced by so many people in that industry, there's even more of a greater need for the healthcare industry. Information technology, again, this is a burgeoning kind of economic hub. So more and more of these tech jobs, and there's technology companies like your Googles and your Amazons, but really there's tech jobs across every company now. So really meeting those occupations for each individual business. Manufacturing, we're still a manufacturing hub, even if Ford idled their plant yesterday. We still do a lot here that we don't normally do. Retail, culinary, hospitality, and tourism. Again, that is kind of the bread and butter of what Chicago does. We eat, and we eat well here. And then transportation, distribution, and logistics. We are very good at moving things. We have the busiest airport in the country. We have the busiest rail port in the country. We have multiple seaports. So again, moving things from point A to point B is a big thing of what we do here as well. Next slide, please. So this is kind of a representation of how we do what we do. So starting on the right side in the blue bubble there, the business services team. So that's the team that Marion is on, and they are really our entry point, our rock stars, our superstars, everything that a business needs to kind of get the services they're looking for. And those services include not just helping you find talent, but helping you pay for training. So we fund on-the-job training, incumbent worker training to upskill your current workforce, apprenticeships, and we can do customized trainings as well. So the business services team is really there to talk with employers, find about what your current needs are and what your growth plan looks like, so we can help you get there. And Marion is focused on the hospitality and tourism sector, but we have 6 business services team members, and they're all focused on separate sectors to really gain that sector expertise. From there, we partner with our employers. Again, we are nothing without employers. If people don't need jobs, then there's really no need for us. But luckily, or not luckily, but we are in high demand right now, kind of unfortunately because of what the pandemic has brought kind of to the labor market. From there, we have our job seeker customers. So again, we focus on businesses and job seekers, and there's a lot of job seekers right now, even if the unemployment rate seems low, that really need our services and have kind of been disconnected from the labor market for a couple of years now because of the pandemic. A lot of people either left jobs that they can't go back to because those jobs no longer exist, or left jobs and do not want to go back to those fields. So helping people figure out what their next pathway is one of the biggest things we do. We have our training providers and then our career coaches. So again, we partner with training providers. We have about a few hundred that we are eligible training providers throughout the region that we're able to fund. And then we have a network of career coaches at our American Job Centers or delegate agencies to meet with people and with families and kind of help them figure out the best path forward for them. Next slide, please. meeting employer needs. So this is what some of the services that Marion and her team offers. So, promote and advise. So there's levels of businesses. As you all know, there's businesses that are well established and know these things in and out. They know every tax break. They know every option available to them. And then there's entrepreneurs that are just getting started that had a dollar and a dream, and now we're able to bring in some kind of knowledge and expertise to help them really be able to grow their business. For larger businesses, we do a lot of work around layoff aversion, downsizing services, and outplacement. This happens a lot with manufacturing plants you could think of, but where there's large scale layoffs, businesses have to let us know. They have to let the state know so we can come in there, help their teams either try to stay in business and keep their teams intact, or help them again place their workers with other organizations if they are downsizing. And then just human resource consultation. Again, people might know how to bake bread, and they open up a bakery and they are the rock stars of baking bread, but they might not know how to create a job description. And so again, Marion and her team have years of expertise to help businesses figure these things out. And we kind of partner with you, walk along that journey with you as you figure out what your needs are. Next slide, please. So again, I mentioned the ARPA funds that are coming in. So this is a little bit about what we're doing in the city and the county. And so part of it is investing in families and youth. So we're looking at a few different models, but a lot of those for young people, they're focused on sector-based internships. So we're scaling up a program called Opportunity Works that has started in the county that we've recently brought into the city, where we focus on out of school, out of work youth to help get them connected and get them into the labor market in a meaningful way when they hadn't been in the past, and hopefully get them connected to entry-level employment where they can grow with businesses. One of the things that this pandemic has brought on is people and businesses are now hiring young people like they had stopped after the Great Recession in 2008. So 16 and 17-year-olds that had trouble finding work in the past now are having a little bit more opportunity. So we're trying to be there to support them. We're also looking at youth service corps models, family economic development hubs, kind of like what we have with our Chatham Business and Education Center in Chatham, where there will be services offered for entire families to be able to take advantage of our services and plan as a family what the economic development needs are. I know, just so I'm also clear, all of our services are for people age 16 and up. So, younger people, we fully support them and we want to help them get into meaningful career pathways eventually. We do work with the school system on curriculums for younger ages, but our services are for 16 and up. We're also helping the county set up a community conservation corps. Again, there's a lot of work to be done to clean and green streets, to work in the forest preserves throughout the county. So seeing what that would look like. And then supporting apprenticeships. It says suburban cook there, but we're really doing that throughout the county, where we're partnering with apprenticeship navigators that are designated by DCEO in Cook County to help businesses either register new federal apprenticeships or take advantage of already existing federally registered apprenticeships and getting apprentices into their businesses. And again, we can fund those apprenticeships. Next slide, please. And then this is just our we do a lot, but we like to always be focused on the impact that we're making. And if we're not making an impact, then we're not doing our jobs correctly. So this is just a little bit about what we've done throughout our 10 years of existence. So the partnership's 10th birthday is this year. We're very excited. And this is a little bit about the impact that we've made. So we serve about 50-50 split for men and women. About 70% of the people that we interact with find employment. 71% of the young people we work with are either get a job or get into post-secondary education, which we're very proud of. 81% of the people we serve are people of color. 80% of our laid off workers are placed into employment. 7 to 20% of people who access our services see a growth in their earnings. And then the big ones on the end there, from July 2020 to June 2021, we help people achieve $109 million in wages. And that is through a $49 million investment. So we about doubled our outcome from our investment. And that's something that we're really, really proud of. And that's, you know, when we're seeing that we're doing it correctly, that's kind of the impact we can make on community. And that's the wealth that we're trying to bring into communities and communities like Chatham. Next slide, please. All right, so questions. And we can, this is the end of the slide deck, so we can stop sharing now. And I'm happy to answer any questions anybody might have.
Hi, it's Marion Beatty. I want to just start off with a little bit of what Pat just left off. All of our services, I think he might have alluded to it, but just so you know, having been a retired business owner, all of these services are free of charge. You all sit here, know what talent is and how much money you can spend on talent and that revolving door. At least I did. You get a person, you train a person, and then they're gone. The 6 industries Pat alluded to are our industries of career pathways. One of the reasons I like hospitality so much, and well, you can see I'm a smiley face and I like to be nice. My last being an employer, you don't get to be nice all the time. So I try to be nice all the time now. But I allude to being in hospitality and tourism, we have what is called transferable industry skills. During the pandemic, the Chicago Cook workforce had over the last fiscal, we were able to take 260 employers that were hospitality and transfer them over to other industries. The hospitality industry is a customer service industry. And I don't know a business that does not need a good customer service person. If you do, tell me, even in IT, your help desk people, you got to have your good customer service person. So if you have questions, my name, number is in there. You can call Pat, you can call myself, but we do not do generic outreach. We are the best kept secret you ever want to have because we cannot go out and market or put ourselves on billboards. So a lot of businesses are not aware of who we are and what we do. At least I wasn't, to tell you the truth. But we do not, and we are not a staffing service. When I come out to you, I match your company with an employee because we are tracked through retention. And if that person doesn't stay with you, they don't stay with us. Okay, so I want you to understand the mindset also of the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. We're not no staffing agency. We don't charge you for getting, we don't come in the office and ring a bell after we put somebody there and they're gone in 3 days. No, we sit down, we work with you, the culture of your business, the culture of your environment, and we match. And I will tell you, if I don't have a person, I don't have a person. I don't. No, we can keep looking, but we're a resource. I don't have that person. So what we do at Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership is we build relationships so you can depend on us. Also, we pre-screen, that's our hook. You can put something right now in the newspaper, on Google, on LinkedIn. You're going to have over 200 applications that really don't meet your skill set. But time is money and money is time. Those 200 applications come to us. We pre-screen them where you don't even know the background, but you receive 10 applications or 5 applications that therefore you look through to make sure these people we're sending you are for you and your company. If not, we start over again because, as I stated, our success comes in, and what Karen Norrington-Reeves and her team has done, it comes in retention. It comes in career pathways. It comes in giving the person hope to move forward. And you can bet that is the only way you see the economic development and the empowerment in communities. So now we'll take any of your questions. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say that I reached out to Karen Norrington and Marion and Patrick's group. Being with Chatham Business Association for the last 10 years, next to money, trying to get money, the second biggest thing I hear from small businesses is somebody to help me, somebody so I can do my business, so I can grow my business, and trying to retain them and trying to find them. And if you're an artist and you're good at painting, you're as Marion already said, and Patrick, that's not your forte in finding possibly a good candidate. And that's what I really wanted with the pandemic. And we keep hearing these statistics on the news about people quitting, people leaving, and then you see these for hire signs. I really wanted our membership to really get to know this resource. So please, guys, if you have questions, and I'm sure they'll be available, they put their contact information in the chat. And no question is too small.
I've been associated in several construction projects over the last 10 years, and I have found the Cook County Partnership a tremendous partner. I did not know that they existed, years ago. And I just cannot tell you how many problems have been solved and how great people we have put on projects. It's the best kept secret. I don't know why it's not on a billboard. Really.
This is one, and I just want to add, a lot of businesses do come up to us asking for money, thinking that is their number one priority. But after we do the assessment, it really is lack of talent or having the wrong talent in the wrong seat. Because then we can give you money, we can give you a loan, we can give you a grant. But if you don't have the operations, and we're suffering from it as well, it's, there is talent out here. I don't think there are a lot of unskilled people out here. I just think people need direction and help and path to figure out where their light shines. And when it does, they just become awesome human beings. So I would say that even more than capital, human resources are it, and it's getting more scarce. The other thing, I don't know if Cook County Workforce does this or not, but your consultation should also include, we've done a program with ComEd where we had to hire 100 people within a short time of period. But I think Gloria and Lorinda and Cliff are on the phone. You have to recognize now as an employer, you got to make a connection with people to motivate them to stay with you. So it's no longer just them looking for a job. We have to figure that out. And I think that's a good thing to do. It takes a lot of work, and you got to make sure it doesn't impede the profit. But it is something you have to really know the culture of your business. You're going to have to know the financial decision that you make, because in this environment, we cannot afford a bad employee. It costs too much money. It costs too much time and energy. So we should use them as a resource on both ends, as an employer, to know what the latest trends in is. You hear a lot of employers, they're having sign-on bonuses. Is that working? People want flexibility hours. How are employers doing it? So I'm assuming we could use Cook County Workforce for that kind of resource as well as business owners. I don't see any questions in the chat though.
Well, thank you, everyone. I mean, it was a pleasure, and thank you for just letting us tell our story and what we have to offer. And as Marion mentioned, our services are free, and we are here ready and willing to support you and your businesses.
And I'd just like to say, hello, Melinda. I didn't see your face when we first got on. It's so good to see all of you guys in 2022. And don't get disillusioned. One of the things that the pandemic did is our glass at Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership is always half full. And one of the things that we did is the weeding out of talent that are coming forth that want to be hired. They're good. They're good. Where I used to do 100 and pre-screen, and they were kind of knuckleheads, you all know what I mean. I'm amazed now at the people that are answering the employment opportunities because they're serious. They know the strategy of what's happening. I'm getting good candidates. We're getting good people. Our hiring events and our pre-screening, we're almost amazed because now we have weeded out the, my background is market research, as some of you know. We weeded out the quantity and we're getting quality. So don't get disillusioned. Please give us a call because we will pre-screen to your specific qualifications, assist your needs, assess your culture, and send you quality people. And like I said, if we don't have it, we'll tell you, move on to another resource. We are here holding our retention light up and not just getting you a person to sit in the seat. So all of you have a successful 2022 from Pat, myself, and the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. We thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Lissetti from SCR. I actually do have a question and
we work together.
Where you mentioned having in the past done, large hiring needs for like 100 people, that's really where we are with, we're always at a need for drivers, as many companies being Amazon and FedEx, everyone. So very, very competitive market for us. So and with that, unfortunately, we do have higher turnover as well, but I know, the same for your group. With us, our company, retention is very important, but it's definitely a challenge, for us. And we have the sign-on bonuses and we've, increased our rates. So any, I guess, recommendations as far as next steps, we do reach out and able to work with you all on how we can get a large number of people and hopefully retain those people.
Patrick, would you like to take that on, or would you like for me?
Sure, I can start, and then I'll hand it off to you, Marion. But I would say the best thing to do would be to reach out to Marion and I, and we'll get you connected with the person on our team who works in the TDL sector, Patricia Moore. She has a lot of the connections there and also works with our TDL. Forgot to mention, we have 4 sector centers that are sector-focused workforce centers. They're purely focused on serving business needs. And we have one in transportation, distribution, logistics. Then we also have ones in healthcare, tech, and hospitality and tourism. So I would say that would be the best entryway, and we can try to help pipeline candidates. Like, as you mentioned, Lissetti, it's tough out there to find drivers. The things that we found, other than just, better wages, flexible hours, those kinds of things, is a lot of people left their jobs during the pandemic because they felt the company cared more about the bottom line than them as human beings. And people want to understand that they are valued as a human being by their company, and that they're not just, an input. They're not just a warm body, but they're somebody who is valued and cared for. So anything you could do to really show, your employees, and maybe have your employees, the ones that have been there a while, are probably your best ambassadors to help bring in the new people, to show them that you're an organization that cares about them, and cares about them more than just the skills they bring, but for the people and the human being that they are. Marion, do you have anything you want to add on?
Yes, Lucretia. This is ironic you should ask this. Pat Moore is our TDL, but you have a numbers game that you are playing. You guys have been friends of ours for a long time. And you have a industry that is very transitional. I say it's ironic you should say this because my daughter is a recruiter, global recruiter for US Foods, and she handles trucking. And it is amazing when I listen to her in the next office, what she's doing and what the trucking industry are doing. One of the things that Melinda said is very on point, and Patrick said, you got to show people that you care about them, okay? They're into this. You got to have those wages. You have to have those sign-on bonuses. She's getting recruit from people like PepsiCo and people like a Coca-Cola because they're jumping ships because they've been treated like a number instead of a human being. Very much in hospitality also. That server for 24/7 have kept your business in hostage now because you wanted to work them and didn't say good morning to them, okay? People want to be valued these days, okay? Your industry is very hard hit with the transient of companies that are looking for truckers. But we can assure you, if you give Patricia the opportunity, we will look, we will assess, we will see the culture of what's going on to be able to do some market labor, what's here in the city or Cook County to help you. But I would challenge every industry that's out here now that is looking for the retention in that employer, just smile and say good morning sometime. You don't know what a person has been through to get to your employment, okay? And it goes, right now, they're valued. It goes 100 ways. I'm here at the Chicago Partnership because I love what I do and I'm passionate. People try to poach me all the time, but the culture of the team that I work with is none other, our leadership and everything. So you have to also, as a business owner, know the value of your team and know how to treat your team. You're gonna have a bad day. Oh yeah, you are. But you don't kick the dog when you get in the office, you know. They yeah, I see you laughing, Lucretia. I've always said they have a bad day and they come to you and you uplift and empower them. And if you can value the person instead of the bottom line, you create a team. That's how small businesses become medium businesses and medium become large. Okay. Fuller Products, small, he created a team. Ebony Johnson created a team. You know, you've got to get your team structure together and your mindset together to move forward, or either you're going to always have turnover. Nobody want to work for you. They're not going to tell you. They're just going to go someplace else after you didn't train them. So we're here for you, as I stated. And Lucretia, just give me a call. We'll get you in touch with Pat Moore. And I'm kind of competitive. When you call me, I like to see what we can do and help you with this situation. We love our success stories.
Two of the things Chatham Business Association does. You can't hear me? You can't hear me?
Hear you now.
Okay, a few of the things that Chatham Business Association does to help businesses that really help employees show that they care. We've done a partnership with ADP where all the businesses are can come in and do a consultation with them. Because what we find is when you use payroll services like ADP and employees can sign on and get information quickly and do employment verification themselves, and it helps a lot. Also, it helps you as a business owner to establish your HR policies and establish the culture we're talking about. And you have to be able to navigate. This is a new world with legal marijuana, but what's acceptable and what's not. We've got our banking partners on the phone. We can help, you know, everybody has a banking relationship, but when it comes to employees, you know, that relationship can be taxed, right? In terms of cashing checks and things like that. We have partnerships to help you with healthcare. Healthcare is one of the #1 things that a lot of folks, when we survey them, they want, and it's one of our highest expenses as a business owner. So Chatham Business Association can help through our consultation with those support systems that help develop the culture. And then finally, obviously, the most important thing we do is that to pay for these things, you're going to have to engage in the contractual part to make sure that these expenses to have health care and take care of your employees are covered. So we encourage you to work with our staff. You know, when you call, you're going to talk to Beverly, who can get you any kind of certification or help with that. Jennifer can help connect you with the ADP component. You know, we have programs constantly going on to help look at your finances. We can connect you to financial institutions that fit your business and your personality. Businesses are banks, they have sweet spots and they have things that they excel in. So we can connect those things. And we are always willing
just like we did with ComEd and AT&T, to create creative, innovative workforce programs that help us train people directly from the community, tailor need to what your company, the objective of it, that we can help pass people on or refer people to. So we're willing to do that if anyone is interested in talking to us about it. We're just here to help in any way we can. If you're a business owner, to help, develop and grow your business, and a key component of that is your workforce. Are there any other questions? And they did such a great job. You all should give them a clap on the reaction button, because very down to earth. Thank you. That awesome building over there. That's home for Cook County workforce. Hopefully you've been over there or at one of the openings that they had. And we just want to thank you all so much for being in Chatham, but serving everyone.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Patrick and Marion, for stepping in. I reached out to Karen, and as you stated in the beginning, Terry said, "Oh, she's running for Congress." Like, what? Karen is such a Chatham baby. She cares about the community, and best of her for those endeavors. But thanks for stepping in on her behalf.
Gwen?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, what was next?
That's it.
Okay. Did we get all the announcements in, Ty? Did you say yours in the beginning? I apologize. I had technical difficulties. I can't hear you.
I swear this computer is not my friend today. But hello, everyone. I did greet everyone in the beginning. And I was actually on this screen over here putting our jobs information in the chat. But Patrick and Marion, oh my God, we love Marion. Been knowing her since forever and 50 days. But it's such a great opportunity for people within the community. Over here at Chicago Department of Aviation, we have amazing job opportunities. I just wrote, someone came in my office, I'm like, how many jobs do we have available in this place right now? We have 323 slots that we have to fill. 323, that's a lot, right? So we're working through that, and our goal is to really hire them by second quarter. First quarter, get me down to half of these numbers. So Marianne, I already copied your email address. You're in this other screen. As soon as this call is over, I'm stalking you. But also we have great construction opportunities. Sandy is one of our partners here as well. So I will continue to submit the information. I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out everything in this joint between the phones ringing on me. Hello, hold please. Sorry. Oh, Jesus. I think I'm gonna hang up on her. Sorry. I'm learning, but I would definitely send the information over. I put iFly Chicago. That is our community resource, so you could get great information. Our solicitations, that's out. We have our concession solicitations that's out in the street now. We'll continue to push the information. We're still hiring for security and TSA. So please pass the information along. And for some reason, I'm looking at my CDA priorities for just the first quarter, and workforce development is right there. So Marianne and Patrick, you and I are going to be best friends because we want to get quality workers out here. Yay! And thanks, Belinda.
No, and don't forget, we have to encourage, I think one of the things about retaining employees, giving them hope for the future. So while we may need them right now, you do, through these organizations, through our relationships we have, we make sure that when we hire people, we let them know what else is there. And allow, set a time, say, do this with us for 2 years as an ambassador, and then that'll help get your skill set, and we'll do a strong recommendation to you from Department of Aviation. Background, let us do the work to see what
is available for you to work at the airport or where you need to be. You got to help people find their path. We got the city colleges, community colleges, which do great. We take the energy ambassadors. We did the program with ComEd, and we connected them directly to Richard J. Daley Center, because the programs there, they were able to offer them virtually. They were able to get accreditation that you can refer to other. If you go to Olive Harvey, you know, they're doing a program to help folks learn how to repair airplanes. I mean, those are the kind of things that sometimes people in our community don't even know exist, or don't even know. You got to tell them the time frame is from here to here. It's gonna take you this long. We're not gonna keep you in orientation. We got to get them to a paycheck, and then we have to understand where the path is and get them there. We're gonna have to be earnest with this, because the good news is that COVID has raised the temperature of people, and this is what they want. They want something else. So we have to rise to the occasion, because we need them in the meantime. So we might hire you as a bookkeeper. We understand in a year that may not suffice, but you gotta open that door and let them know, you know, we can get you certified with Grinshaw or work at Country Financial to do insurance claims where you've got a higher earning potential. We have to speak up as employers and say, what do you want to do? We can get you there. Recognizing people aren't staying on jobs 10 and 12 years. They need hope, and we can do this. We got the right partnerships to do it. And I just also wanted to mention, don't forget, if you're going to be a concessionaire at the airport, again, Chatham Business Association will do the certification and walk you through that process. So, you know, it should be no reason why we should all be updating our business growth and development plan. We got the infrastructure bill, we got expansion at the airport. We have people like Sandy on board that through our membership, we can connect you to them to get you whatever you need as to grow and hire folks. And now we're giving you a pipeline of skilled workforce, the Cook County workforce that you can tap into. So 2022 should be a great year for all of us. I saw Franja. Did she have any? I thought I saw her from Seaway. I thought she had something she had, and that's okay. And did I see Corey too? Were there any other comments that I'm missing? Hi, Carmen. Any other comments I'm missing? Carletta or Gwen?
No.
Andy, did your comments already? You got any updates? Sandy, did you have any updates?
I just started out by talking a little bit about the last disparity studies that we're doing for the tollway and BEP, covering both construction and goods and services. So this is really the last opportunity in March to get your ideas across to us. But yeah, you know, there are just so many opportunities, but it seems like they're just not connected. Like we should have a big board downtown.
Right.
You know, in lights with everything that's going on, and the connections, and just as someone said, people don't realize that there are opportunities out there. They don't know where to go. I mean, I was so impressed with the Cook County partnership years ago and working with Pat Moore. It was unbelievable. And with all the years that I have, I mean, I didn't realize all of the great things that they do. There needs to be more publicity in a lot of situations as to what a lot of these organizations have to offer. It's like we should have one big monthly or bulletin where all the different organizations contribute.
Jennifer, did I miss anything? I mentioned about the ADP. When are the consultations and how do they set up the one-on-ones?
Yes, hi. So we are setting up more one-on-ones. We have about 5 in the queue. We're tweaking what the assessment is going to say. We actually, I meet with them today. And so we're really excited because we're going to be moving fast once that gets hammered out. But also we want to let everybody know about the NOF the two NOF awardees that were that happened recently. So that's good news too. It's a good start for the year for two businesses that we kind of walk through that process. So that's great. Yeah.
And we're actually going to rev up very fast for this SBA Navigator component. We're starting spokes training soon. We feel like we're in the SBA master program or something, just trying to learn the ins and outs and processes, but we're really excited about it. So stay tuned for that. And Chase, you gave your announcements or sent them? I know you always send them to us too.
I do always send them. I can include in the chat the current opportunities that we have available at the district.
Okay, appreciate that. Okay, and I thought I saw Corey, but I think he had to hang up too. So I think that's all I have to say. Hi, Frida. Hi, Carmen. Thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule. We so appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Technical difficulties early on. Me and the internet are fighting it out these days, but it let me in finally.
Yep, and it worked.
So thank you again for taking time out of your very busy schedules to join us at our membership meetings. Thanks for my awesome board of directors who are always here. So appreciated, and the staff. So we love you. Thank you. You guys stay safe, stay healthy. Let's stay connected. Don't feel free to pick up the phone and give us a call, and let's just keep connecting and helping our community recover.
Thank you. This is Frida. I miss seeing I don't know his name, over on Cottage with the floral shop. What's his name? Is he doing okay?
Clarence.
Yes, Clarence. Is he okay?
Was he not on the call today?
No.
No.
Okay, we'll check on him. Thank you, Frida. We bug him so much, but we'll check on him.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Beverly, for putting a note about how to call us.
All right, everyone. Thank you. We'll see you next month.
See you next month.
Thank you. Great presentation.
Yes. Awesome.